Ruddy hell, strap in, this is a controversial video. Yes, let's discuss the Tyson Fury and Hughie Fury failed tests of 2015, the scrutiny surrounding it, and the farmer that tried to expose it all. But just hold on a minute, Fury fans, easy now. Let me say this, I will not be stretching any facts here. I will be mentioning what was reported, and you can make your own minds up from there. Bosh, so let's get cracking. Yes, let me take you back to the 8th of April 2016. Fury had shocked the world beating the Terminator, and on this day the rematch was announced back in his hometown of Manchester. However, he was currently out of training and he had gained a substantial amount of weight, and in his own words, his motivation was lacking for the fight. Then around mid-June, he unfortunately acquired a nasty ankle injury whilst running in the Lake District that confirmed the fight would not go ahead. So on the 24th of June that year, the fight was postponed. In Fury's words, they said it's not broken, but it's badly sprained and I should keep off it for 6 or 7 weeks. So along with the doctor's advice, he rested up and underwent an intense rehabilitation regime to repair his ankle, and he he didn't. No, sorry, what am I talking about? He fucked off to the Euros 2016 instead. Yes, boss, it's coming home, he said. 200 Jaeger bombs for the lads, and here he is jumping up and down. On his dodgy ankle. I thought the doctor said rest it, but yeah, fuck it. Come on, England. Anyway, unfortunately on that same day, the 24th of June, when the fight was postponed, some more bad news dropped in the lap of the Fury camp, with UKAD revealing they would be suspending him and cousin Hughie for detecting the presence of a prohibited substance, namely this one. Now YouTube gets a bit funny about mentioning certain substances like this, so for the purposes of this video, we're going to call this one Nan. So yes, Fury was doing Nan. Sorry, that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? Alright, let's call it fucking Nando's. So the Furies were allegedly doing Nando's. It was picked up from a sample taken in a test 16 months previous in February 2015 at the time that he fought Christian Hammer, and 8 months before his legendary world title win against Klitschko. Now don't ask me why it took a year and 4 months to come out. The only thing that UKAD said regarding this was UKAD does not normally reveal if athletes have been suspended until hearings have taken place. Oh right, yeah, that's good then, isn't it? So the conversation between the UKAD lot went, oh blimey, the Furies have failed a test. Have they? Yeah. What for? They've been smashing Nan. You what? Sorry, I mean they've been on the Nando's. Oh right, is that on the ban list, is it? I fucking love Nando's. Proper peng chicken, innit? Now come on, you know what I mean. Yeah, no, I'm joking, ain't I? Anyway, we should have a hearing about this, shouldn't we? When you free? What about June? Next year. But that's a year and a half away. Yeah, what's your point? Alright, fuck it, that'll do. Brilliant. Anyway, the investigation began in June, and upon Fury's return from the Euros, July the 7th, the rematch was scheduled for the 29th of October. But then on the 4th of August 2016, the Furies were charged with a doping offence by the UK's anti-doping body, to which Tyson said he will sue over the claims. Regardless of this, the fight was still set to go ahead. I'm fucked if I know why. I mean, it's the Conor Ben situation all over again. No one gives a bollock about these anti-doping agencies. Anyway, there we are. However, on the 23rd of September, Fury again postponed the bout after being declared medically unfit. The next coming days though, ESPN reported that the day before the postponement, Tyson had tested positive for a bit of Colombia's finest. Yes, a little bit of trumpet, a cheeky portion of nose beers. Bosh, sorry. But yes, this was the reason the fight could not go ahead. Fury from this point fell into a dark place, though the tarnish on his career still hovered in the background. By the 13th of October, and amongst his mental health battles, he relinquished all his world titles, but threatened to come back in 2017. He said goodbye to longtime promoter Mick Hennessy and set up camp with Frank Warren, tweeting that he was due to fight on the undercard of headbutt boy Josh Warrington against Martinez. But just hours after the tweet, the British Boxing Board of Control intervened, saying, hold on a minute, no you don't. They said due to no contact, he is still suspended and cannot fight in May. Nothing was being resolved with the situation, and the frustration boiled in Tyson over the coming year.
Done nothing wrong. I've been Tyson Montana. I've been the alcoholic. I've been the joke. I've been everything. But the one thing I haven't been is a drugs cheat, and I'm totally innocent.
But UKAD had bigger problems than just the trial into the failed test, because Fury was fighting back against UKAD and the claims which potentially gave him power to destroy the company. And if they lost the case and Fury claimed for loss of earnings, this figure could reach into the tens of millions, and they would become insolvent. But finally, the 11th of December, the hearing at long last began, and the final outcome agreed over the next couple of days was a backdated 2-year suspension beginning on the 13th of December 2015 and finishing on the 12th of December 2017 for both Tyson and Hughie. The Hammer win was disqualified amidst this, but the Klitschko victory remained. The nightmare was finally over, and at this time Tyson was winning his battle against mental health and planning the official return. But does the story end there? No. Does it fuck? So what is this Nando's we talk of, and what does it do? Well, as you can see, Uncle Proper is an avid gym user and knows all about this stuff, but to be honest, Google knows more, so fuck it, we'll use that instead. However, we will remain careful with YouTube's non-friendly word list, so I may not say things exactly right. Yes, so Nando's. It is a banned, slow-acting, anabolic asteroid. Designed for increasing muscle mass, it promotes protein uptake and makes it easier for the body to build muscle. It can also help athletes recover quicker and reduces tiredness, allowing them to train harder and more often. Now, how do you take it, you may ask? Well, there are different ways, but more often than not, athletes generally take it like this. Straight in the Harris. Bosh. So the Furies obviously disputed the claim straight away, but they did say during the investigation the reason it could be in their system is through ingesting the substance by eating uncastrated wild boar meat. Yes, boars with plenty of bollocks. Now, Nando's occurs naturally in meat and particularly in boar meat, meaning that if the Furies were consuming a lot of this, then it most definitely could be the explanation. And this was essentially the lead on their defence. However, on the 14th of March 2020, just 2 and a bit years after Tyson's incredible comeback and now sitting once again as heavyweight champion of the world, the Daily Mail published a damning article stating that a local farmer was offered £25,000 to lie and give false evidence during the trial, claiming he was the one providing the boar meat to the family of boxers. He was speaking out against Tyson and Hughie because he never received the bribe money and basically had the right fucking ump. This farmer's name is Martin Barefoot. Here he is pictured with a friend. He alleged to have signed 2 witness statements confirming he was the supplier of the boar meat to Team Fury, which was forwarded to UCAD via lawyers. But through the Daily Mail article, he now retracts those statements, saying he has never kept wild boar. He just went along with it to help them out and make a cheeky 25k. UCAD never confirmed if his testimony was ever used, but did say he was familiar to the investigation. But regardless of this, since the article was published, the dust has pretty much settled on this saga. Well, mainly because in July 2020, Farmer Giles over here withdrew the claim that he made in March that he had lied for the Furies. Yeah, so he basically withdrew the allegations he made about the allegations he made. I mean, bloody hell, give your head a wobble, Barefoot, you're up and down like Mr. fucking Spare over here. Another pleb. Anyway, Frank Warren pretty much said the same thing, saying was Barefoot lying back then to cover it all up for the Furies, or is he lying now to tarnish their reputation? Either way, the man has admitted to being a liar at least once, which is a very fair observation. So who knows the real story? The truth will probably never come out. Was it a mistake or was it intentional? You must remember that the great Ron Weasley, Canelo, was also banned for ingesting YouTube-friendly Clenny butt roll. Yeah, which is also a common substance found in contaminated meat, especially of the Mexican variety, and like the Furies, the mystery ultimately remains unsolved. I'd like to point out to viewers that this video is purely covering the story that unfolded and is in no way a slander on Tyson's mental health battles around that time. That was simply a difficult point in his life, and bravo to him for the epic comeback he made. Fucking brilliant. So there we have it. Drop your thoughts below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you double soon, boss.